Welcome, Capricorn. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your July full moon reading. I have laid out the cards, and first I want to thank you to all of you who have liked, subscribed, donated, commented, and supported me in all the ways that you do. I'm deeply appreciative. I'm humble. And the full moon in July on the 13th is in Capricorn, and for Capricorn rising, this is going to affect your first house, your perspective, your focus, your attention for the second half of July. So let's get started with your overall energy for the second half of July is the Judgment card. You are in the process of responding to the call of Spirit. Your purpose is clarifying for you the nature of the work that you have chosen to do here on earth, and your ability to recognize errors that you may have made in the past in a significant relationship or opportunity or area of endeavor. You now are having a chance to perhaps redo this scenario, reattempt either a specific relationship or event or activity or a new chance at a similar situation. This is you with a chance to do over and do correctly, to do it in the right way. And this is a wonderful card of rebirth and renewal, and I would be very surprised if very many Capricorns are not experiencing this sense of newness in their lives, a new life, a new understanding of their life, certainly a new chapter, but a sense of new being. In the past, or the preparation leading up to this last half of July, the Sun, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. The sense of renewal and new being is very much about the ability to align yourself with your happiness, the ability to embrace those naturally occurring talents and gifts, those skills that are naturally occurring to you as a result of perhaps your childhood, your formative years, your family of origin, those people, places, talents, and activities that you naturally could perform with pleasure, with ease, with joy. This is where you are aligning yourself in terms of abundance. You are evaluating the success in your life in terms of your emotional satisfaction. And you are recognizing that you, as part of the process of identifying what makes you happy, what gives you pleasure, what gives you joy, the clarity in that process is really about aligning yourself within a community of abundance, constantly generating more successes, more joy. And this feels very much about creative, playful work and activity that you engage in with peers. So your team, however identified, your alliances in your area of work or family are very much about those things that give you joy, give you satisfaction, promote a sense of excellence and clarity in your life are the things that are generating more and more opportunities for you. As you recognize and see the simplicity in the efforts that you are potentially making, you are, and I said simple, not easy, you are recognizing an overwhelming amount of opportunities that are coming from this great ability to find joy in your collaborations, in your efforts, in your alignments with heartfelt goals and opportunities. In the present, or squarely in the middle of July, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Page of Cups. This sense of joy and renewal is a direct result of a long process of facing your demons, of looking at those behaviors, actions, attitudes, and alliances that no longer serve you. You are being perfectly and crystal clear with yourself about what you consider failures, disappointments, and heartbreaks, those things that have not served you. However, due to your sense of loyalty, hard work, and responsibility, you have carried through and held on to relationships and opportunities that served others but did not serve your own needs. And you are now in the position to responsibly release those. And when I say responsibly, I mean specifically, Capricorn, your assessment of responsibility. You bear a lot of responsibility, or feel you do, for other people, be that in your immediate family, your job or responsibilities in the outer world, wherever it is where you are engaged with others, and that is in pretty much most of our lives. You really have not dropped, have not cut out things that you felt would damage or harm others. Even though you were aware of the self-harm, you engaged in that willfully, or have kept yourself small so that others could be okay, so that others could be safe. And this really is reflecting on some deep family trauma. My sense is that you have understood this failure of meeting your needs, this lack of attention that you have paid to what you needed, what you wanted, the ways in which you have pushed that aside, believing that you were carrying forward in ways that were not helpful, were even harmful to you, because others were involved and you felt you had a responsibility to support them. You are releasing this misguided understanding of your responsibility in the planet, with a full knowledge of the power that you have. What you do and don't do affects other people, a lot of other people. What you do and don't do, no matter how solitary you may feel, is very much greatly influences others. You are looked to as a model. You're not releasing that responsibility, but you are releasing those things that don't serve you. The simple awareness that something that isn't helping you does not belong to you. And you no longer need to feel this false sense of alignment or responsibility or obligation to those who are not meeting your needs, as you are working or have worked so hard in the past to support the needs of others. This whole process has been part of this deep and grueling self-analysis that you have been engaged in for a while, as much as it is also an evaluation of what this way of working has netted you. And my suspicion is that you don't feel very far or very accomplished as a result of this tremendous way that you have been working in the past, the tremendous effort you've been putting into your work in the past, believing sincerely that you were doing what you signed up to do. However, as you now recognize that this is not moving you, has not moved you closer to where you want to be, you have opened up to that very thing in your own awareness. This ability to cultivate your emotional health, your ability to connect with others, your ability to care and pay attention to others, to nurture others, is now being squarely focused on your sun, your happiness, your emotional needs, and your desires. And you are aware that this connection with your own talents and skills, desire to be happy, with joy, the need for joy in your life is really opening up, and you are allowing yourself to be a child, to be a beginner, to start at the beginning, to go back to those places where this happened naturally in your life, finding those places and then picking up those threads so that you are addressing your own needs for pleasure, for joy, for satisfaction, for contentment, first and foremost. In the immediate future, which can mean towards the end of July, we have the Eight of Swords, the Magician, and the Eight of Cups. So we have 2 sevens and 2 eights. And this is really confirming that you are on the right path. You are, as you are focusing in, pulling your attention towards the opportunities that are available to you, you are moving successfully in a recognition that you have learned all that can be learned from the situation you are in. You are birthing this brand new direction for yourself, this new opportunity, and understanding how to do it well, how to do it correctly, how to make a situation right, how to come out of this history of pain and suffering and rejection and hurt and betrayal with a new vision that is aligned with your needs and desires. The process of this is temptingly anxiety-ridden for you. And the Eight of Swords indicates that this has been such a tremendous journey for you. You are still in the middle of a way in which things that you have been experiencing, a kind of sameness that you've been experiencing for years, is no longer necessary, desirable, or something that is a goal. You are releasing yourself from these obligations, as I said earlier, but you are really in your head about what it is you're learning. The new perspective on past events, on former experiences, is still blowing your mind. How you are able to turn and release these energies into something that is fueling your future success is still something that causes you anxiety, worry, over-strategizing, overthinking the new possibilities that you are now able to see and embrace moving forward. However, it is the need to think, to plan, to overthink that in part you are releasing, you are letting go, you are recognizing that this contributes to your moving away from your heart, moving away from your satisfaction and joy. Is this need to strategize and pin everything down and nail it down and plan it and then execute it according to the detailed plan. You're releasing that. You're opening up to the unpredictableness of the circumstances, the unspontaneousness of the opportunities that are now before you, that are providing you with this chance to redo something in a way that is in alignment with your happiness. But doing that means releasing the need to control everything and to instead trust in your own resources, your own heart, your own kindness, your own ability to meet your needs as competently as you have been meeting the needs of others, and moving forward with that knowledge that you must find this success, you must create this new opportunity away from what has been familiar to you. I'm going to clarify the Ten of Swords in the middle of this reading with the King of Pentacles and the Hermit card. These cards are showing me your greatest tools in pursuing this deep healing path that you've been on. And this path of healing is not for the faint-hearted. Only a strong and secure person, Capricorn, could be scrutinizing and excavating and facing the demons that you continue to pull out of that dungeon of your consciousness, your unconsciousness. But what makes it so rich and fulfilling for you, what is creating so much happiness for you, is the ability to connect with those you respect, the authorities that you understand, amplify and build your own internal authority. This is where looking for answers continually fuels your confidence and trust in who you are and the path you're on. And ultimately, Capricorn, your ability to build success, to build prosperity, to be comfortable in such a way that you can be generous, and that your life story is showing a model of success, of abundance, of prosperity that creates security and stability for you moving into this new adventure with the Magician. I'm going to finish up this reading, Capricorn, with a botanical inspiration. And I have pulled Morning Glory. And the key words are affection and determination. Alan Watts has said, "The morning glory which blooms for a day differs not at heart from the giant pine that lives for 1,000 years." Thank you so much, Capricorn, for a beautiful reading and your time and attention. Until next time, namaste.